Hey everyone, we're coming in about a minute here. I'll have Nicki Collen up first.
All right, everyone, if you have questions for Nicki Collen, please raise your hand in the chat. I'll call on you. Edwin Powell, you're up first.
Good morning, Coach. Two-part question. First of all, who won at golf yesterday, and what looked good, and what still needs a little help today in practice?
Yeah, honestly, Mike Peterson is basically a scratch golfer, so it was no joke on the course who the best golfer is on our staff. He's really, really good. The rest of us would not consider ourselves golfers, but enjoyed being out there. And if you know Mike's personality, he's so positive all the time that all you have to do is hit a good shot every 1 in every 10, and you feel like you're as good as Mike. So. But it was good. It was a nice, we got 13 holes in before the rain here, and a rain check for another 9. So we just enjoyed being out there. I love my staff, and it was a way for us to kind of get away. As far as the team, we scrimmaged Vegas today. The attention to detail today, based on our last scrimmage and then taking a day off, was transition defense and defensive rebounding, like keeping Vegas off the boards with Carolyn Swords and Worley Talbert and the quickness of Hamby. We struggled a little bit earlier and got better and better as the scrimmage went along. So I think we still have to work in transition defense. It's really about our first 3 steps when a shot goes up. But I thought, this was the first scrimmage that we've had turnover issues offensively. And I think they bothered us a little bit, high hands. And so, that'll be the focus going into the next one, because when we got shots on goal, we were really, really good. Jaylen kind of had a breakout performance today. So that was kind of fun for her to see, and fun for her teammates to be able to cheer her on as she was raining threes.
Bria Felician, go ahead.
Well, it sounds, I was going to ask you first, what players were participating in the scrimmage today?
Same 10 we've had. We've had Erica McCall since Tuesday, or maybe Monday. But, we played our lineups a little more balanced today and got Jaylen more minutes, Alexis Jones more minutes, Brittany Brewer more minutes, and Erica McCall more minutes, just to kind of see how to round things out for us. And so, we kind of know right now with, we're going to play Benijah a ton and Strickland a ton, and Blake's going to play quite a few minutes. Chennedy, I didn't play as many minutes today, and Mo and Elizabeth, I really tried to load manage them and not even play them half the scrimmage today. So we really had a chance to look at some of those other guys. So we'll shift today's focus into starting to prepare for Dallas tomorrow and Saturday.
Then my one follow-up was going to ask you, since you're seeing different things from other players if you had a preferred starting lineup already, even though it's like 3 days kind of away?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to share it yet, certainly, but yeah, I think we know what way we'll start. I think it's been a matter of how deep we want to go, who we even know probably who our first sub is, but after that, kind of trying to round out. If we go 8 deep, where do we go? If we had to go 9 deep, where do we go? Until we get kind of reinforcements back in here and have a little more depth. So, but I will say this, we've played 3 scrimmages and our pace has been better than all 3 opponents we've played against in the open floor consistently. We've had teams run at us. We've had issues with some transition defense, but we have preached pace from the minute we built this team. And, it's certainly there are times when other teams are running against us, but we are consistently making an effort to run in transition, to create early opportunities, to get the ball moving. And, today we made a ton of threes. Jaylen made a ton of threes. Alexis Jones made threes. Blake made threes. And so Chennedy made a 3 today. So, we were kind of moving it around and kind of getting it to the hot shooter.
Thank you.
Holly Rowe, go ahead.
Hey there. Please forgive me if you've answered this on other Zooms. I hadn't seen it yet. What is Courtney Williams' status? Do we know when she's coming and if she's coming?
She will be coming. We do not know when yet. So we're still waiting on that, but she will be coming, hopefully sooner than later. So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
You're welcome. Good job at your yoga this morning. I looked out the window and saw everyone doing yoga.
Oh, good. Yes, it was great.
Devontae Hughes, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Around the league, everyone was talking about the Dreams' increased pace. I wanted to know, is that because of the youth of the team, or do you just like to preach pace?
Well, it's 2 things. I think one is youth. This is how I want to play. It's the team I want to coach. I want to call less plays and play more. I think when you talk about if you have Brittany Griner or if you have Sylvia Fowles, if you have one of those guys that you're going to play to and play through on every possession or close to every possession, then I think certainly, while you want to play with pace, you also have that go-to in the half court. I think for us, our strength can be in our pace. Our strength can be in our ball movement. Our strength can be in our versatility of positions and how we can play. And so, as much as possible, I don't want to be playing 5-on-5. I want to be playing 5-on-4. I want to be playing 4-on-3. I want to get Chennedy Carter in space and have her get better at finishing around the rim, at, finding the kick out when it's there, and just really understanding the game, because she's just kind of impossible to stop from getting to the paint, and it just comes down to her growth and her decision-making. Once she gets there, but it's not going to all rely on her. The way we play, we want the ball to have energy. We want the ball to move. And so we've got to flow from one action to the other. And the ball stuck a little bit today. Some of that was Vegas was icing us defensively in ball screens, and it slowed us down a little bit, moving from one action to the other. Hamby sat on a few reversal passes, so you got to really understand how to play to the next action and not let a team take one pass away and kind of break you down.
Bria, you'll have the last question.
Kind of, we're like a few days away from the first game of the season. This is like your 3rd year, but like what is your like mindset going into, I know it's been like the crazy like 5 months and just up and down, don't know when things are starting. Like how are you viewing things going into this first game and then the season, this abbreviated season?
Well, I mean, today was a good example. I mean, today was our thought for the day was, quite frankly, stolen from Lloyd Pierce. My fave is, they talk a lot about how good days add up. So for us, it's about, stringing together good days, that ultimately, we were picked anywhere from probably 10th to 12th in the league going in. And certainly this isn't the roster that I thought I was going to have in March. It's not the roster I thought I was going to have in May. But it's my job to keep these guys, together to stay positive. I think we have a ton of positive energy from our bench. You know, they were really cheering each other on. And that's the message I want. You know, we've got to do it collectively at this point, you know, until we can get some of our reinforcements back. And then I still think we have to play that way. You know, we'll have a few more playmakers, you know, so right now our players need to rely on other people. You know, they need to rely on screens. They need to rely on spacing. They've got to rely on good decision-making, and they got to play defense the same way. You know, we are truly going to win or lose as a team. This is not Chennedy Carter's team. But there's certainly part of how well she adapts and grows will be, you know, how we're successful until we can get Courtney Williams out there, you know, alongside her to be another, you know, playmaker. Because we've got a lot of good pieces. You know, we just need them all here. And when we get there, you know, I feel like we've started to put in, you know, kind of the building blocks for how we're going to succeed. And you know, I said it today, like we've been trying to convince Jaylen to look for a shot. You know, she's such a good shooter, but the speed of the game, she always feels like someone's running at her. And that's the W. That's the difference between college and the W. I mean, you're never going to feel like you can stand there all day and size up and shoot. You know, and today, you know, she ripped it on the first two and didn't take them. And then, you know, Mike got on her, and before you knew it, you know, she was making threes regularly, you know, against Angel, you know, a two-time Olympian. So you got a rookie against a two-time Olympian, and you know, I think she probably made 5 threes today.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right.
And in the chat.
Hi, Jaylen. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Coach just said that you had a great game today. You were hitting a lot of threes. How did you feel in that scrimmage?
Yeah, I felt good. It felt a little more natural to be out there, you know. The first couple scrimmages, you know, being my first ones, I was a little tense. So today, after going through a couple, I felt a little bit more comfortable out there. So just tried to shoot when I was open, and yeah, let the ball hopefully go in.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Pepper. Devontae Hughes, you're up next.
Hi, Jaylen. My question is, do you feel like you're going to have a bit of the green light when the season begins?
I hope so. I don't know. That's one of my biggest strengths is shooting. So I think that's one of the reasons, you know, Coach brought me on the team this year was to shoot the ball. So they have gotten on me for passing up shots. So I think, yeah, when I'm in there, whenever I have the chance to be open, just to shoot it.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Jaylen. How would you describe the whole just meshing? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you describe just the whole meshing process of all of you guys, so many new players getting together, learning each other's styles? How would you describe how that process has been thus far?
Yeah, like you said, with so many new players, you kind of have to figure out how everyone plays. So that first week, you know, we were trying to just kind of see the strengths and weaknesses of everyone and how they could benefit us the most. And so this week, being able to, you know, go into scrimmages, having a better feel for that has been super, super good. You know, we've had great energy, great communication and pace. So I think we're gelling really good right now. So hopefully we can just keep it going strong to when games start. But yeah, that first week, you know, we had to really just get to know each other. I mean, on and off the court, and then have that translate on the court. So.
Leah, go ahead.
Hey, Jaylen, could you evaluate yourself and like how you feel as though you compare to some of the other rookies with your stamina on the floor? And then the second part of that is what were you doing prior to the pandemic when you heard about it and preparing yourself for this journey?
Yeah, so, you know, during the pandemic and the quarantine, I knew the league is a very ball screen heavy league. So I was trying to get a little more comfortable with that. In college, we ran more of a motion offense. So I knew I was going to have to adjust with that. So that first week, you know, trying to just understand even ball screen offense and defense. So I was trying to get used to that. And then in terms of stamina, yeah, you know, to be able to play, I think I have to be in good shape, be able to run, create those lanes, you know, going to the corner. And so I think my stamina has to be up in order for me to play, which I've tried to show, these last couple scrimmages. But yeah, I think, we're really meshing well together, and hopefully we can keep it going this weekend and further on.
Thank you.
All right, last call for questions for Jaylen. All right, thank you, Jaylen.
Thanks.
I've had fun so far. I think this is one of the most comfortable teams I've ever felt and I've ever played on. So yeah.
That's really good to hear. And then my follow-up question is, you guys are maybe a little bit on the young side. What are some of the challenges that you see the Dream facing going into the season this weekend? And then what are some of the strengths that you guys have?
Challenges, us definitely just getting in our head. We have to learn that we are a young team. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to turn over the ball, miss some blockouts, things like that. We just have to really stick within ourselves and know that, we have older vets who can pick us up and encourage us throughout the game. What I'm looking forward to is I'm really just looking forward to get out there with my teammates. We've been practicing since I went to ATL, came over. We've been putting in a lot of hard work, a lot of hard time, so I'm ready to see it pay off. I mean, my team is looking good in scrimmages, running the floor, hitting open shots, so I think that it's starting to come together for us.
That's really great to hear. Thanks for your time, and it's going to be great to see you take the court again. It feels like it's been a minute, man. It feels like it's been a long time ago, so get on out there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sue. Edwin, go ahead.
You're a new rook in the league, and how would you just explain the coaching staff and their style?
Their style is very fast, up-tempo for our coaching staff. But me being new, they're doing their part and making my job easy, making it easier for me to come in and understand plays, sets, and even personnel. So I think our coaching staff is doing a good job of getting everybody where they need to be and making everyone feel comfortable on this team with us being new and stuff. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Devontae Hughes, go ahead.
Hi, Kennedy.
How you doing?
My question for you is, I'm doing well. My question for you is, Coach said that Courtney Williams is going to be returning soon or whenever she comes. My question for you is, what are you going to pick from her brain and hopes to acclimate to your game?
I mean, with Courtney coming back, we can all tune in and be a team together. She's just another added piece. We're starting to put in our sets now. Come back, she'll have to learn a lot, learn the plays, learn the sets, things like that. But as far as picking apart, we're really just focused on learning from everyone out there on the court, not just her. She's a good asset of our team. She's going to give us a lot of clutch buckets when we need them. So we're excited to get Courtney back as soon as possible.
Edwin Powell, go ahead.
Courtney, Edwin again. Just curious as to what area of your game do you feel needs to be the most developed as you start to take on this new journey into the WNBA?
Most developed. I'm developing every aspect of my game. I'm working on everything. So I'm putting it all together for you. You'll see Sunday.
Got you.
All right, any last questions for Kennedy? Leah, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got two real quick ones. Traveling on the bus from IMG over to Feld.
Some good questions.
Well, you're inside the bubble. You haven't even been able to really experience Bradenton and the beaches and stuff. Tell me one thing you've learned about Bradenton in your bus travel.
Oh, it's a lot of water. That's what I've seen so far. Is we're near like a lot of water. It's a beautiful city, palm trees. It's spacious. It's for me. I'm from Texas, so to be able to see all of this, a lot of water, a lot of people out. It's beautiful out here. So that was the first thing I noticed, and just it's a small city. It isn't too busy, not too many people. So I like it. It's secluded for us.
There you go. And then my second question for you is, what do you do? What do you do personally in your off time that may also be in a roundabout way help you to prepare for the game? Like, are you into meditating? Do you read something special?
Nah, not necessarily. What I do is I'll go back into my room. Besides watching film, I'll go watch film with other players. Not necessarily girls. It'd be it be men. I like to watch guys play and analyze myself and then try and get my handles, my ball speed, my quickness to really look just like theirs. That's how I really have been just taking my game to the next level. I watch other people do it and then I mimic it and try and do it to the best of my ability. So that's what I do normally when I'm in my room besides, Netflix and watching movies. I like to watch a lot of film and study other players.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Edwin, you'll have the last question.
I didn't have any more questions. I just forgot to put my hand down. But good luck, Kennedy, on the season, and we're behind you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kennedy.
Thank you, guys.